Okay, guys, is the market going to go up or is it going to come crashing down? We can answer that in the next 30 seconds by looking at this here. This is kind of cool, huh? It's kind of cool. This. All we have to do is pull up the H41 RES PPAL DKKNY WWW. It's insane. Look at this stuff. What is this? Okay, so basically, let me explain to you what's happening, okay? What makes the markets go up or down? I'm not even just talking Bitcoin. I'm talking crypto markets. I'm talking housing markets. I'm talking your rent. I'm talking your mortgage payments, if it's on an adjustable mortgage, is all based on Fed liquidity. What does that mean? It's this. It's this stuff. It's the H41RES, H4ENWW, ENWWW, H2LN, and JT shell. My God! All right, what is this stuff? This is how it works. In order for, the markets go up and down, right? Sometimes you have bigger bills to pay, sometimes you have smaller bills to pay, and it's the same thing with banks. It's the same thing with BlackRock. It's the same thing with Merrill Lynch or anybody that ends up doing, or Bank of America, anybody that ends up doing trading. You buy this and you buy that. And this is the same thing with funds. Anybody that has any money buys and sells stuff. But what ends up happening is sometimes there's a financial crunch. Suddenly there's a war, and all of a sudden there's the banks have no more money to lend out, even though they've promised to lend them out. Or companies have promised that they're going to give sell some of their shares, and all of a sudden they can't sell their shares, or they can't buy more shares back because how much money they have or don't have because of something that happened in the markets. Every single time that happens, what they do is they go to the Federal Reserve, which is neither federal nor a reserve for the federal government, which is weird, isn't it? But let's not turn this into an economics PhD dissertation. They go borrow money from the Federal Reserve, and the Federal Reserve says, "Okay, it looks like this news about the war or this news about some pandemic, it's only going to last a couple days, so we'll give you this loan for a couple days." Or in the case of loan to a bank, they last about a year. So the banks can have a year to slowly pay. It just kind of tides them over, and the Federal Reserve makes a ton of money just on the difference, which is really weird, isn't it? Just basically, it's a bank for banks. It's literally a bank for banks. And what just recently happened, if you look at the H41 RES PPALDKNWW, they just literally stopped loaning money out. When you stop loaning money out to banks and out to BlackRock and out to whoever else, you're not getting loans to pay your immediate bills. How are you going to pay your immediate bills? Well, how do you pay immediate bills when you can't get a loan to pay the bills? You sell shit. You literally sell your car, you sell your this, you sell your that, to sell shit, to pay your bills. Otherwise, they all get repossessed. Banks get closed down, like that, what was Silicon Valley Bank? It just gets closed down. Anyway, so I'm going to plot this up against this, and I'm going to tell you, they just recently stopped loaning out money to stuff. And they did it as soon as they found out that Trump was president. It's just a coincidence, I'm sure. Every time they stop loaning out money, the markets come crashing. But they did. They stopped loaning out money to banks, and they stopped loaning out money to liquidity markets. Basically, BlackRock, in order for them to continue functioning, they have to sell shit. So is that bearish? Undecided for now. We still have to look at this to see whether the trend is a small dip. Could be that they did this to scare people out of their longs, and then just as soon as you sell, thinking, "Oh no, we're gonna have another bear market. We're gonna sell," and then the cabal comes in and just pumps everything, and then you're like, holy shit, everything's pumping 50, 60, 80%. Let's buy in. I hope I'm not too late. As soon as you buy in, boom, another anemic. Could be. Or it could just be the top. Right now, I won't know until I compare all these lines together, and I'm going to do that for you. But I wanted you to know what I'm doing so that it makes sense. Otherwise, you're going to be like, where is he getting this data from? Why does he think we're going to go up, or why does he think we're going to go down? This is why. I'm just going to compare it. And in the next video, I will tell you whether we're going to go up continuously or whether we're going to go down at this point.